My name is Kristin Pekoll, and I worked in the West Bend Community Memorial Library in Wisconsin. I was their young adult librarian, and it was just something I always wanted to do. West Bend is, on a whole, a really great place to live. But if you're different, you might have a hard time being accepted. There was a Gay Straight Alliance at the high school, not an officially school-sanctioned group. And when I would suggest new books, they asked for a list to bring back to their Gay Straight Alliance. We put that list up on the website with many of the others because many of the kids didn't feel comfortable carrying around a piece of paper that said, these are books about LGBTQ teens. I didn't expect parents to be so upset about it. There was a front page article in the newspaper complaining about the library, then started the process of removing the books from the library. There is no logical or common sense reason why taxpayer-funded public libraries should make available every latest gay-affirming book, including those designed to open up young minds to the false and dangerous notion that homosexuality is normal. We feel such propaganda and indoctrination of our local youth is inappropriate and unwanted.
This is our library, and we are repulsed by their insistence on holding the door open to sexually explicit, crude, and profane materials to the children in our community.
If it was my choice, I would have asked you to get rid of the books completely.
People wanted faith-based ex-gay materials represented in our collection, and we purchased them. That doesn't mean that we're going to take out other books too.
I feel that a person should check out these books and burn them until the city starts to listen.
There were parents who wouldn't let their kids volunteer at the library anymore, wouldn't let them browse the shelves for fear that they would find a book with a gay character in it. And I started to receive phone calls and emails from community members. I was told I was going to hell. I was told that I was promoting a gay agenda, that I was supporting this filth. People told me that I wasn't fit to be around children, and I was 3 months pregnant at the time. And it took everything I had not to start crying. There was never a chance for real dialogue. There was never a chance for defending myself. They were just personal attacks. It was hard on my family, who also had to watch and read everything go through the news. I felt guilty that I was inflicting this on them. There were times I wanted to hide. I just wanted to curl into a ball underneath my desk and not deal with it. But you can't do that. Public libraries need to be an institution where all ideas are welcome. Things like this will bring out the worst in people, and it brings out the best in people as well.
I do not believe that anyone has the right to decide what reading material is appropriate for others.
No one is forcing any books on any library patron. They are there if you want them, shelved in the appropriate areas, and they can simply be left on the shelf by those who wish to avoid them.
The books may serve to help teenagers understand their own sexuality and learn about sexual orientation.
My homosexual son rarely felt safe growing up, and he was beaten up because people seriously suspected he really was homo, faggot, gay.
In this entire situation, never once did I want to remove the books. I mean, I knew the kids that were reading the books, and when you know that someone loves a book, you will defend that book, even if you don't like it. That's just part of the love of reading.
I move that the young adult literature collection of the West Bend Community Memorial Library be maintained without removing, relocating, labeling, or otherwise restricting access to it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Just what they should do. They said. Book challenges happen everywhere. They happen in the most conservative towns and the most liberal towns. They happen in big cities and small farm towns. It is stereotyped that it is conservative parents, but people don't want Ann Coulter books or Rush Limbaugh books put in libraries. That happens by very liberal, educated, thoughtful people. I think in all the times in history when censorship and book burning and banning has happened, it started with just a few books. and people thought it was no big deal. We want to provide access to all different viewpoints and ideas, even offensive ideas, even racist ideas, because you never know why someone is reading a book. You could read Mein Kampf by Hitler, not because you want to learn how to become a white supremacist, but to learn how to prevent white supremacy in your community. Sometimes you have to know what that evil looks like in order to prevent it. About 5 years after the book challenge, I took a job with the American Library Association. I work with the Office for Intellectual Freedom with the people who supported me during my challenge. And I contact librarians that are going through challenges just like this. I know how hard it is. I know that it feels like it's never going to end, but it will. And you will still be a librarian, and you will still provide access to books. I am Kristin, and I am Moral Courage.